wasn't able to get the video time that I wanted with the collection. I really, I'm shying away from the live feedings, or from the feeding videos because I feed live. But I did want to talk about a few things with you guys. Just pinpoint a few topics or headlining titles that I'll probably be speaking on in the next couple weeks. I'll tell you, man, it's hard. It's trying to maintain my collection. Be a father, be in a relationship, just be family oriented, and focus on what I gotta do. It's like I never got enough time to do everything that I need to do or want to do. So I definitely need to make more time getting content out and sharing my collection. Just sharing my success and my progress in this hobby. And because it's nice to go back and look at different stages and look at how far you come. I got a lot of new additions. I think I got more than a few animals or reptiles added to the collection. Snakes, lizards, and not everybody has had their airtime, but it's just overload, more of a pile up of things for me to share with whoever want to tune in. So I'm gonna be trying to shoot some content out, or just get on here and talk to you guys more often about a lot of topics or issues or hurdles that I come across just being new to the industry. Because as of right now, I still feel like it's a hobby. I don't look. I won't be looking forward to making any or generating any revenue back for at least another 3 to 4 years. I'm not going to put that type of pressure on myself to do that. I'm just going to enjoy the progression and the growth, and just stay focused on my goal, which is really just enjoying my animals. It's extremely satisfying to see their growth, from a hatchling, a yearling, up to sub-adults. I got a few that's kind of like surpassing that sub-adult stage, and it would be nice to see that, or feel that. So that's where I'm at with it, and I definitely want to, keep you guys locked in on what I got going on, or just share it, keep it fresh for me, Okay, so one topic that I wanted to discuss with you guys is why ball pythons.
Continue on Green Street for 3/4 of a mile.
I'm sorry, that's gonna be one kind of like something that irritates you guys. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear the GPS or not, but I am like moving. For those who don't know, I'm a hotshot driver. I'm on the road Monday through Friday. So, it's really like, if anyone's worried, like, oh my God, he's driving and, shooting a podcast or shooting a video, it's really no different than, having a GPS on the screen and driving and watching the GPS. Just my opinion, I'm able to do it. I'm comfortable, seatbelt, pretty dedicated route right now. Right now, I'm not going anywhere I've never been. But to jump back in, get back on topic. Why ball pythons? Honestly, I never would have imagined that I own a collection. Not a big collection just yet, but big for me. 15 ball pythons, not including any of my other reptiles or animals. Just 15 ball pythons, and it's easier than what you would think.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Rose Avenue.
GPS. It's easier than what you would think, but it's doable. It's doable, especially if you got even the support of one or two people. 1.5, 2 people might...
Turn right onto Rose Avenue.
2 people might equal out to that one person that you need. That's just that one supporter. That's all you may need in my position. Being a hotshot driver, driving cross country, Monday through Friday, not being home. It's just awesome to have the support that I got.
Continue on Rose Avenue for 3/4 of a mile.
Excuse me. A ball pythons in general, they don't take a lot. Really, I've learned that the better my equipment, the more satisfied I will be, right? Because you don't want to have a snake that you spend $1,000 on. I know everybody's not spending $1,000 on snakes, but I do have some snakes up, ranging around that price. So you don't want to go out and spend $1,000 on a snake and use a thermostat that costs less than $100 and be upset if something goes wrong. I'd rather just,
In a quarter mile, continue straight to stay on Rose Avenue.
I'd rather invest that money and have, more of a guarantee that snake or my collection will be all right, and not have to think too much about it. Even then, spending that extra money, I'm not saying that just because you spend extra money, nothing's going to happen. I'm just saying,
continue straight to stay on Rose Avenue, then use the right lane to take the ramp to I-469 North.
If you're going to be hurt about a loss. So like I was saying, ball pythons aren't they're kind of hardy. They don't demand a lot. They only eat once a week, depending on the size of the rodent. You can feed them twice a week. Me personally, everyone in my collection is offered a meal once a week. Some I may not offer, depending on if they had one big rat from the previous week or two mediocre sized rats from the previous week. I might offer them a smaller rat than normal just to see if they take. But if they don't take, no big deal. No, I don't pressure feed. I don't really power feed. I don't really do that because there's really no need to. I guess some people will consider how I feed my collection power feeding, but I just give them what they'll take. And I only expect them or hope for them to take once a week, decent sized rodents. But they eat once a week. They don't require a lot for
use the right lane to take the ramp to I-469 North.
On what you're doing with that animal. A lot of people have these arguments all day long. But if I had one,
in a quarter mile, merge onto I-469 North.
It probably would be a display animal that I have in a bigger tank, more decor, a couple different highs, a nice size water bowl, which they all have nice size water bowls that they can fit their whole body in now. But honestly,
continue on I-469 North for 10 miles.
From my personal experience, ball pythons don't care for any of that. Like, they don't. Now you do have some that are more confident than the others that will come out and do their thing and are more confident. But it's kind of like I don't really feel like they have personalities. I feel like they have demeanors. I don't know if there's a big difference, but I do have some snakes that prefer to be left alone. I have some snakes that don't mind being bothered at all, don't mind being handled at all. They can care less. Same with some of my lizards, monitors. But the kids can handle them fine. I don't have to worry about them getting hurt. I would much rather one of my kids be bit by one of my ball pythons than a dog, or if a cat if we had one. It's just different strokes for different folks. But me, I've been into animals since I was a kid. So me knowing what I know now, it probably would have been a lot smoother for my mother to purchase me a ball python, even though she would have never went for a snake being in the house. Probably why I started going crazy with the reptiles when I became of age and had my own place. But it definitely, my opinion, if you're gonna get your child a first pet, ball python takes the title, hands down. That ball python bite is not going to be any worse than a puppy nibbling on your finger. It's really just the whole thought or vision of it happening it scares you, or that makes the bite way worse than it is. But I don't want to be a hypocrite because I've been owning ball pythons for going on 5 years now, and I have yet to be bit. Now, that doesn't mean I haven't been struck at. I've been struck at time and time again, usually by the same snakes, but I have not been bit. I know what to do not to get bit. There's some snakes that I'm more comfortable with than I am others, but I figure eventually after I get a couple bites, it's gonna be like, you know, whatever. Yeah, so I mean, once their initial enclosure is set up, the only money you'll be spending is money on bedding. Of course, whatever electricity you use, whether it be a heat mat, heating tape, a bulb, whatever electricity you're using to give them the heat necessary, and a rat occasionally. You know what I mean? It's like they don't need a whole lot. If you don't want your snake to be antisocial, you do want to handle them a couple times out the week. You do want them to see your face, you know, to spot clean weekly, just habits to make them okay with being bothered. But all in all, man, that is why ball pythons have been an easy option for me, easier option and a happy option for me. They come in all different patterns, colors. It's just no limit to the visual satisfaction you can get from a ball python. Tops what you would see on a dog any day. I mean, there's different breeds, as there is different breeds and species of snakes as dogs, but like visually, it's like never ending. Like there's still snakes that we haven't even seen, just haven't been produced yet. So it's kind of like, you know, no, you can't take your snake for a walk. You can't go on a walk with your snake, but you know, they just work for me, man. And if you want my opinion, if you're getting that kid his first pet, ball python really might be the way to go, man. If you can get past your fear and that kid is not scared of that animal, and it's a first pet for both of you, ball python, hands down. So yeah, I just want to do a quick little video for you guys, man. Make a couple quick little points I think will be awesome just for, you know, that species alone. Ball pythons are awesome pets, especially for beginners, intermediate reptile owners. So they'll be more social after you handle them more, but are they sociable, or are they social right off? Maybe not. You know, you might get lucky and get that baby that don't mind being held, doesn't hiss a lot, doesn't run a lot, you know. But all in all, ball pythons or they fit my budget. I love looking at them, handling them. It's where my interest has stayed. Like, I haven't lost interest in ball pythons or a hobby since I've been in it. Actually, it's only got worse. Well, I need to budget a little bit better. But all in all, man, that is why I like ball pythons specifically. Snakes in general, I've only ever held onto a boa constrictor for a little while for a friend of mine's. Unfortunately, that boa did pass during a move I had, but I have yet to own any other. Now, I've helped care for other species like Burmese and boas and retics, but I've never owned any other species besides a ball python of my own.
In 2 miles, take exit 31A for I-69 north toward Lansing.
That's one thing I can't figure out neither. I do want to step it up and go with a snake that's a little bigger naturally, or that gets a little bit bigger. I can't figure out what I want to do though. Boa or Burmese, what you guys think? Let me know. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Man, I just want to get on here and spend some time with you guys, man. Show some love and, you know, get some content back on. Keep the content rolling, man. You know, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all know my motto: big scales lead to big sales. But we ain't worried about them sales right now. We just worried about them big scales. Get some weight on them. Yeah, we out.